Hi, collective. This is Tan for Artemis Oracle. I'm doing a collective reading. I was planning to do an all signs reading, but I decided just to keep it short and sweet because I spent 2 hours yesterday, over 2 hours doing an all signs reading for July. It's weird because on my channel I cannot see the video, so I can't even edit the title, which is a little annoying, I'll admit, but it is what it is. Let's put that. Oh, wow. 620. Let's see. I don't think that's a good number. I think like that's better. Like 20-second delay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm listening to music at the same time. Though what I'm listening to is the Yod Oud. The song is Let It Happen by I forgot the name of the band, but this is the guy Yod Oud. So he plays the oud. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's O-U-D. If I'm saying it wrong, please forgive me. So he's playing it's a type of, it's like an Arabic guitar. And he's playing that, but he plays, like he does covers of music. I really like it. So I'm gonna go back to what I was saying. So I want to do a collective reading. I was gonna do all signs, but the all signs reading I did yesterday is not even showing up on my channel, but I see it posted. So I can't even edit the title. It's a July 2026 for all signs. I couldn't even put timestamps or anything. So I find that very strange. I probably am going to have to check my laptop and make the changes from there, hopefully, because it's not even showing up. So like I said, it's going to be a collective reading. So what I have here is the Moonology deck. So the first card that we got for the collective is Step Out of Your Comfort Zone. North Node. Then we have a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. And I took this card out actually because we're going to have the full moon in Capricorn on Monday, June 29th. So we'll set that aside. And then we have Surrender to the Full Moon. This card came out with these other cards. And Surrender to the Full Moon, we are having a full moon. So I know we're going to have a nodal shift that's going to be taking place on July 26th. So the North Node and South Node are currently in Pisces and Virgo. So in July 26th, this year, it's going to be shifting over to Aquarius and Leo. So Aquarius is going to be the North Node. Leo is going to be the South Node. So I had to look that up just to see what, like just getting a baseline idea of what that nodal shift is going to do for us when it takes place in July 26th. It says the North Node is where we need to grow, where we need to change, where we need to evolve. And since it's going into it's entering into Aquarius, it says that this is a time for us to think of others, to certain social networking, breaking norms, thinking not only about ourselves, but also thinking about how we interact with the world and our impact on the world. Leo is the opposite sign of Aquarius. And Leo is, you know, if it's in the South Node, it's basically what we need to outgrow. What do we need to ascend from? And Leo in the shadow aspect can be one that seeks external validation, needing recognition, needing other people to praise them, and I don't know, they say Leos are like that. I really don't know. But they're saying that Leo energy basically is like shifting and outgrowing that need for external validation and looking for it in different ways. And in different ways, it's like, how are you showing up in the world? How are you making a change for the world? What are you doing for the world instead of what the world is doing for you? It's about being less self-centered, outgrowing that self-centered desire to be seen, to express yourself in dramatic ways unnecessarily, and acting out, doing things that are for the greater good of humanity. Aquarius is the humanitarian sign. Leo is more like, look at me, I'm here, I have arrived type of sign. But they do bring light into the world. They do bring light into the world. They are ruled by the sun, right? But still, you know how the earth revolves around the sun? right? That's how it works. That's how probably Leos are. So that kind of energy that's within us, that egoistic, that egotistical, maybe even narcissist-like energy where we feel like we're the center of the universe, that needs to stop because it's not only about us. We're not that important. And it's funny that I'm saying that because earlier today I did a reading and for everyone, it was like a yes or no question reading that I did. But before that, I was sharing my experience of shifting from thinking about me, myself, and then looking outside of myself and seeing how other people can have priorities, and I'm not the center of everybody's world. I'm the center of my world, just as you are the center of your world. And that's like that shift. That to me was like an example of Leo ascending into the Aquarius North Node, the South Node Leo ascending to the North Node Aquarius, because it's less about me with the Leo and more about we with the Aquarius. Okay, so I find it very interesting that this card came out. So this is about stepping out of your comfort zone. It's like stepping out of your box, stepping out of the things that you're so used to, stepping out of the habits and limitations that you have adapted and made your own. It's about doing something different, taking a chance, being radical, taking some radical change. Thank you. Okay. It's about taking, like, stepping out of your comfort zone, doing something different than what you're used to doing. So I'm going to go into the book and read what the North Node message is. I'm going to do this for each of the cards. So step out of your comfort zone, North Node. There's a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past behind somehow because you are headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going towards doing the things that scare you within reason. This card is all about living your life purpose, which is possibly what you've asked about, urging you to dare to do something different with your life and your direction to take action. So are you willing to follow through and lead the life you're incarnated to live? If you finally find the courage to make the leap, there's a good chance you'll come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? And additional meanings of the card is you're headed for something which feels like destiny. You need to face a fear and get over it. Time to stop obsessing about someone or something. Stand on your own 2 feet. And you've got this. The North Node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going north. It's a karmic point, and on the horoscope chart shows us what we need to do and what we need and where we need to go with our life to find satisfaction, fulfillment, and happiness. The North Node is the karmic astrological point that reminds us, to paraphrase Andre Gide, that in order to discover new oceans, we have to be prepared to lose sight of the shore. So this is definitely about moving out of the comfort zone, stepping out into the unknown, and being brave. Even if you don't know what's on the other side of it, it's you continuing to move forward. And it's going towards whatever your life purpose is, whatever you feel like your life purpose is. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you so much. Hey, Pizza Man. You're so skibbity too. And thank you, Rahul. Okay, so yeah, step out of your comfort zone. You know, if there's something you really feel like doing, but there's a sense of fear that you can't do it, like you can't do it, or you're just scared to put yourself out there. It's like saying, but what's the harm in trying? You know, you won't know until you try. So the next card that we got is a new romantic cycle begins, a new moon in Libra. So I had to look this up. Hey, Teresa. So I had to look this up. The new moon in Libra is going to be taking place on October 10th. Funnily enough, it's 10/10. October is the 10th month of the year. So 10/10. I had to look that up. 10/10 symbolizes new beginnings. The ones in 10/10 are new beginnings, creation, creativity, progress, intuition, inspiration, and initiation. And the 0 is potential. It's eternity. It's our choice. It's oneness. It's cycles and flow. So with that, 10/10, October 10th may be significant to you. The 10th of any month could be significant to you. Some of you can be a Libra or have Libra in your chart. You may even have Libra in Venus. So I'm going to read the book to see what it says about the new moon in Libra. Okay. Give and take could well be the answer to whatever dilemma you're asking about. Compromise may be called for. It's time to start negotiating or even renegotiating. When the new moon in Libra comes up, there's a restart for you and for someone else. A new relationship could be beginning, and if that's the case, the chances are this will be a healthy and well-balanced connection. And anything you do after pulling this card, doing it in pairs is advised. As such, teaming up with someone in business or in your personal life. Libra is the sign of relating, and this card suggests that whoever is at the heart of the issue you're addressing is someone who will be open to talking things through. Avoid being selfish. It won't get you anywhere this time. And additional meanings are feel more and think less. Marriage or engagement is on the cards. A legal matter will go your way, and pay some attention to your appearance, but don't be all about appearances. Libra is the sign of love and harmony, negotiation and relationships. It is harmonious, kind, and luxurious, always aiming for balance. So when we have the new moon in Libra, or at any time you draw this card, there's a restart possible for anything and everything connected to partnerships, negotiations, appearances, and justice. Remember, the Libra is depicted by a set of scales. This energy wants to bring things back to equilibrium, right? So, and then that's a 10, 10, 10, 10. And then you reduce the number down, it becomes 2. 2 is about harmony, partnership, balance. Yes. Yeah, I had to get a new one. I had to get a new deck because I lost my Scorpio cards. I don't know what happened to them. They disappeared. So I had to order a new deck, but I kept the old book. When I learned about this deck, I got it in 2022. I bought this in my original deck was from 2022. And yeah, because I love the moon. So this is one of my favorite decks. I don't get to use it as much. I usually use it when I do moon readings. Yeah. No questions. Questions were earlier today. You missed the boat. So you're going to have to wait till next. I'm going to be answering questions tomorrow's live stream. And that will most likely be in the morning. So yeah, a new romantic cycle begins. You know what's so weird though? I have this book and I just noticed the title. I mean the typo. It says beings. That is so weird. I just noticed that typo. That's crazy. I had this book since 2022 and I'm now seeing this. See, this is how the brain works. We do autocorrect, you know? So, yeah. A new romantic cycle begins. 10/10, October 10th. That's when we're going to have the new moon in Libra. So there's something new is going to restart, and it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a partnership. It could be negotiations, an opportunity to find equal ground, make sure things are balanced, that fair, that there's justice. Like it says, some of you may be experiencing or maybe going through the justice system, and October 10th could be a significant date, because sometimes things move very slowly within the court system. So if it's a slow process, there may be some resolution by October 10th. I know some people don't want to hear that, but if you know anything about dealing with the courts, that's how it is. It's a tedious process, and sometimes things take longer than they need to, especially when lawyers are involved, because they're all about the hours, getting paid by the hour. You know what I mean? Thank you, Sophie. And then the next card we have is surrender to the divine. This is what we do during the full moon. Everything is revealed. You see things for what they actually are, not what you hope for them to be. This is a moment to be real with yourself and see what needs to be kept, what needs to be released. And the waning phase, as the moon starts to get smaller, that's giving you the opportunity to start to make the necessary changes to detach, to detoxify, and to cleanse yourself, and rid yourself of anything that hasn't served you. It could take more than 14 days, because after 14, 15 days, then we're going to have a new moon cycle. So everything is in phases. Everything takes time. Everything requires patience. But let me read what that card says about surrender to the divine. Let me see. I think it's in the beginning. Yeah. The very word climax brings all sorts of ideas and images to mind. Agree? But it really is the feeling of this card. Life is coming to a head, a point, a conclusion, or a turning point. There may be some kind of change and possibly even some sort of emotional explosion. Tune into your emotions now and see what they're telling you. They're very likely close to the surface. No matter when in the moon cycle you've pulled this card, matters will soon conclude and you will find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. And the reason why she's saying this is because new moons is when we set intentions and we go through the process and we do what we have to do. And then when the full moon reveals itself, it will show whether whatever you're trying to manifest is coming to fruition, is still needing some work where you need to make some changes, or even if it's something that still resonates with you, if it's still a manifestation that you still want to continue with, or it's something that you've already given up on. The odds are in your favor as this is a positive card, but you may need to work harder than usual to keep cool as events unfold. Yes. If I say this, always, like if you're feeling like a little off, you're feeling extra sensitive, you're feeling a little crabby, you're feeling like you notice your motivation is up or it's down. If you're feeling a little bit imbalanced or you start to feel grounded, I say it doesn't hurt to look at where the moon is, to see what sign the moon is under, because with that you can see if you're sensitive to the moon. If the moon is in a certain sign, you can see how it may be impacting you. You know, I believe the moon does have an impact on us because remember, the moon pulls on the earth's water. It creates the tides, it makes the waters rise and fall. And we're comprised of almost 70% water. So why wouldn't the moon do the same thing in us? You know, and water represents emotions. So it doesn't hurt to check, you know, it's interesting, you know. Hi, Alvina. How are you? Okay, let's see. So the additional meanings for this card is a wish you made may be about to come true. It's make or break time. There could be a sense of madness in the air. Breathe deep and stay calm. So they talk about full moon, lunacy, lunacy is crazy. It's going crazy. So this is where you got to be careful. Like some people get a little crazy. I don't know if anybody has seen that movie Moonstruck. Watch that movie. You know, that movie's a good movie. I like that. You may need to forgive someone to release negative energy. Also, remember, full moons are about releasing. Just a reminder. And it's time to let go of the past and move on, right? But we're going to be having the full moon in Capricorn, right? On June. I was about to say July. I'm like, no, girl, no. June 26th. And it says, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. So I'm going to read what that card represents. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Tough is a hard word to say, apparently. How hard are you willing to work for what you want? This card is reminding you that effort is required. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. If you are wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit. The end of a rough time is forecast. This card also asks you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you're prepared to pull out all the stops to make your professional dreams come true without being ruthless. With a love question, this card can be a call to face reality. Whatever situation you're asking about, making a plan will help. If your personal life is troubled, prioritize it more. And attune to the moon, release control, and trust the universe. Additional meanings, a professional project may be ending now. Admit if you have been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. Find a balance between your personal and private lives, because Capricorns are known as like the task masters, the hardworking, workaholic type of energy. Very goal oriented, maybe even goal obsessed. And it's time to stop fearing the worst, because Remember, the Capricorn unfortunately has I mean, it is what it is. They have the devil card in tarot. And, the devil card represents our fears, our limitations, lust, attachments, obsessions, addictions, all that stuff, the shadowy stuff, but it's also that negative, even the negative beliefs that we have about ourselves. So it's saying it's time to stop fearing the worst. So the negative mindset. The full moon in Capricorn has a very strong work ethic and energy. You will more than likely come up when you're asking a professional question. If your question is about another matter, it will serve as a much needed reminder to move through any feelings of hopelessness you may have been feeling about your situation. And this applies no matter when you draw the card. Making a plan is a far better use of your time. Stop worrying and start making plans. See where you have, because the thing is, if you think about it, like when we get obsessed about certain things, it's because there's like some way of controlling us. Our obsessions, our attachments have a way of controlling us. But how we flip the script is taking control and realizing that we have power. We're not trapped. We get to make decisions. We have free will. And it's important for us to remember that. And one of the ways you could do that is by, if there's something specific that you may be dealing with that may be very difficult, challenging, is look at in what ways do you have control? In what ways can you try to change the situation? How can you improve the situation? What plans can you make if a plan can be made? But whatever it is, there's an end to whatever difficulty you may be experiencing, with this full moon in Capricorn that is coming up on Monday, but there's still work that you may need to do. You're being called to do. So I'm just going to leave that there. I may not even need to do a full moon in Capricorn reading. Maybe I could do one like for all signs or something. So I wanted to go into. Good morning, Vixen. How are you? Oh my gosh. I have no idea. I've never been in. I've never loved. I have Capricorn in my chart. That's my Mars sign. Yeah. That's my masculine side. You ever heard that song from The Weeknd? I think what's this song called? Hard to Love, something like that. What's that song from The Weeknd? Let me see if I can find it. I'm not gonna try to play it, but I want to see. I think it's in the After Hours album. Hardest to Love. I feel like that fits me sometimes because my masculine side is my ego. I definitely think it's my ego. See, yeah, charming too. Yes, definitely charming. All right. I've never loved a Capricorn other than myself, but and I'm going by that placement I have, the Mars placement. But they're very tough. They're tough people. I've only seen them I've worked with Capricorns, so. I'm just going to say that much. Okay. It's interesting, though, that all the cards that we got from the Moonology deck, are very broad and open. But two things do stick out for me: work and love. So a new romantic cycle begins, and then work with the Capricorn. So some of you could have had maybe dealing with a situation when it comes to work, like it says, that something may be coming to a head. I know somebody has to make a decision about an offer they received, and it may be a tough decision to make. But I want to go into the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle deck. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. The Capricorns that I worked with were women, so very career-driven woman. Like I said, I think I mentioned this before. One of them was a lawyer. Is a lawyer. I don't know. I don't know if she. I know she retired from the job she had with the, but I don't know if she still practices law. Hi, Nomadic Angel. Okay, let's see what the Archangel Sword of Light message is for the collective. What message does the collective need to know at this time? It's ready to guides. What message does the collective need to know at this time? Okay, have no fear. Fear is the trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from disquieting feelings holding you back. This aligns with the end of a tough cycle. But it could also be tied to the North Node card. Step out of your comfort zone. Sometimes we stay in our comfort zone because we're too afraid to step out of the zone, you know? But it's necessary to experience growth, to experience growth, expansion, or new opportunities. You have to be willing to make some changes and step out of the norm. Step out of the norm and do something different. And then another card, you are protected. You are safe within my bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence. So number 39, and then we have the number 14 here. It's funny because as I was saying 14, I see it said 2714 on the screen. And then the next card we have is be the real you. Your greatest power comes from being who you truly are. Don't let anyone sway you from expressing your authentic self. This is basically the North Node in Aquarius. Radical, like being yourself, even if it's radical to other people. Yesterday I did a reading for, I don't know what sign it was. I think it was Aries. And it came out like, I got the message like someone may be coming out of the closet, you know? So I was like, that's interesting for that to come out. So let me see what the book says. I'm going to read the book for the cards, the Archangel Michael. 14, life can be scary. Sometimes you may fear a situation that is before you because people are often terrified of the unknown. This can create an energetic connection to the very things we're afraid of. That's where my sword of light can help. If you ask, I can sever those connections with a wave of my sword. What's important to remember is that you are never alone, not even for a second. Your guardian angels are with you every moment of every day of your life. Likewise, I am also with you at any moment you wish me to be. All you have to do is ask. Some people think of me as a warrior archangel, but the only war I'm engaged in, and this one I'm fighting alongside you. Oh, let me read that again. Some people think of me as a warrior archangel, but the only war I'm engaged in is the one I'm fighting alongside you. The war against your ego and against the fear and worry it causes in your life. You don't have to be afraid. Take a moment to breathe through your fears. Consider meditation or walks in nature to calm you. Know deep in your heart that you are loved and protected and that your choices are being angelically guided. It's time for you to leave fear behind and live your fullest, very best life. So you needed to hear that. So that's the step out of your comfort zone. Have no fear. Archangel Michael is here whenever you need him. And you are protected. I have placed you in my personal sphere of sapphire blue light to keep you safe. My sword and shield are also defending you against any unwanted energies. I am protecting you now from physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual harm. This security is meant to give you the confidence necessary to progress on the path you're inspired to walk. When you are in a place of fear regarding your physical, emotional, or spiritual safety, think of me. Say, Dear Archangel Michael, please be with me here and now so that I can feel safe and act from a place of courage. You can say this aloud or quietly in your mind. The way in which you reach out doesn't matter, only that you do. Picture me walking alongside you throughout the day because I am. You know, reading that part, it made me think of that poem, Footprints. That poem, oh, that was my grandmother's favorite. She had it on her wall. She had a poster, a framed poster, and I read it. I remember when I got to the age that I could read it, and I was like, I really didn't understand it at first, but then as I got older, and I was like, wow, I understand. I understand how important it is to have faith that you're always protected, that you're always supported, that there's an angel, God is with you. 6, be the real you. So I'm going to read that. The range of variation within human existence is a rainbow like none other. It would simply make no sense for me to present myself in a form that only some people can understand. And so, just like the rainbow of human expression, there is an array of Archangel Michael forms. It is a wonder and a joy for me to shift to a form that matches what your heart can embrace. When we in the Archangel realm look at Earth, we are astounded at and in awe of how beautiful the full spectrum of humanity is. When we look at you, we see not just the incarnation you are in now, but all the incarnations that preceded it. We see all the people you have been in the past. We see the magical expression of your uniqueness in the now. And we see all the amazing people your continued life here on earth would allow you to become. Every person on earth is different from every other. Each of you has chosen to incarnate because you had something to offer that no one else possibly could. Stop judging yourself and instead see yourself through the eyes of someone who loves you dearly. Each and every one of you is needed in this moment, here and now, showing up just as exactly who you are. Don't let anyone or anything hold you back. Live your truth unapologetically. Be the real you and be that person right now. So don't make yourself small. We all have a purpose in this life. It's just a matter of like, are we brave enough to be who we truly are? And I'm not talking about those negative Epstein type people or, I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the ones that are meant to bring light to this earth, to bring hope, to inspire, to help heal, to elevate, to help people ascend, to see the truth, to have faith, have hope. To know that they're safe and protected. I know not everybody gets to make it, but remember, death is a part of life. And one cannot exist without the other. Okay, so now I want to do, let me see. Exactly. Zodiac, like the zodiac is only part of it. And the astrology is different because it's like all about the placements. Because every placement not everybody's chart is the same. We all have the 12 houses, but what planets are in those houses is what makes us so unique and different from one another. That's why you can't say one Leo is the same as another Leo or one Scorpio is the same as another. We're all different and we're all different. Even if we have the same star sign, we're all different because of where those placements, what other placements we have, but also our life experiences. That has a determining factor in how we are, how we show up. Okay. So I'm going to go into the Divine Timing Unveiled deck. It's a yes or no deck. It's an oracle deck that has yes or no's. It has time frames on it. It has different messages. It's called the Divine Timing Unveiled deck, but some of them could be, so I think a majority of the messages are love, but I can read them. Remember, we don't only have romantic love. We have all kinds of love. You know, we have paternal love, we have that the eros love, we have the agape love, we have the friendship love, the familiar love, all that stuff. All right, so what messages does the collective need to know right now? What message does the collective need to know right now? That card. This card. Okay. So some of you, if you have, I have 3 cards here and they may have yes or no on them. So if you have 3 questions, you could choose any card, 1, 2, or 3, and that will be the answer to the question that you may have. Okay. But remember, take the readings as they resonate with you, because not everybody has the same storyline. Not everybody's going through the same experiences. This could be something that you experienced in the past, something you're currently experiencing, or something to look out for in the future. And this reading is a timeless reading, but I do know that I am filming it on, or I am live on June 25th, Thursday, June 25th. Is the time I'm doing this reading. So the first, if you chose card number 1, it's yes. But the card says yes, missing you. Being without you has been too hard to bear. Their happiness is with you. And the time frame is days, hours, and the time is now. Now, if you chose card number 2, it's yes, but failed plans. Their plans to explore their options failed. They realized it doesn't make them happy. Rushing in is the time frame. If you chose card number 3, it's no. Bring newness. Angels blocking connection. There's someone better than who you have in mind. Not right for you. Okay. So I want to clarify each card as separate messages. Okay. I want to know what each card means. Just find me the ones. Just like a collective needs to sign for the highest and greatest good. So I want to clarify the yes missing you card right now. What can you tell us about this card? Yes, missing you. With 3 cards. Third. So yes, missing you. Being without you has been too hard to bear. Their happiness is with you. Days, hours, the time is now. And then this card flip. So you have the Knight of Wands. Some of you may be dealing with a fire sign energy. There could be a young fire sign energy. There could just be somebody who's very energetic, who is always busy, always back and forth, doing things, possibly in the process of building and creating something for themselves. There could be someone who may have tattoos on them, have long flowing hair, maybe even a really nice body, even tan skin. Look at that. But Ace of Cups, no love. So someone wants to restart, have a restart when it comes to love. You know, Knights are action oriented. They're definitely coming towards you. Yeah. Being without you has been too hard to bear. Their happiness is with you. We have the Death card here. So some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio energy, but then you also have the Fool showing up, which is Aries and Aquarius, and the Knight of Wands is any fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So the person, there is somebody that's definitely has a fire lit under them. There's something they feel they definitely want to make or take some sort of action towards you. You know, this person does have a fire. They feel like, oh my gosh. Lately, I've been listening to Backstreet Boys, and the song that's in my head is like, "You are my fire, my one desire. Yes, I know it's too late, but I want it that way." I wonder if somebody wanted something their own way. They wanted something to go their own way, but they're realizing it's not how it works. So this person is definitely coming towards you, taking action towards you, filled with passion, filled with love, wanting to restart your connection, revive it, because it probably was one that died, or maybe it's one that's killing them. Isn't there another song? Oh my gosh. It's tearing up my heart when I'm with you. But when we are apart, I feel it too. And no matter what I do, I feel the pain with or without you. So the Fool is like a new, they want to close out a cycle. They want to move past whatever cycle you experience and have a new beginning, a fresh start with you. Yeah, because this person misses you. They miss you. Now I'm thinking about the first song that popped up in my mind was Missing You. I'm missing you. I'm missing my baby. Whoa, I'm missing my baby. I want to hold you tight. Never let you out of my sight. Missing my baby. Whoa. That's a Selena song. And then now we have, the other song was Missing, I Miss You, When the Lights Go Out. It's the Adele song. I miss you when the lights go out. My night and all my downs. It's something like that. Okay. Now, failed plans. Yes, failed plans. So let's see. Their plans to explore their options failed. They realized it doesn't make them happy. Oh, just so you know, that person that I had to get rid of, yeah, I like eating pigs. I love it. I'm Puerto Rican. I love pernil. I'm just sorry that you don't like it or you can't have it. That's why I don't like religion, because you get people like that. Like they say things like that. You know? Exactly. Pernil's delicious. You don't know what you're missing out on. Jeez. It's so good. All right. Failed plans. This is why I don't like religion, because you have people like that try to push it. That's not how religion is supposed to be. Religion is supposed to be a spiritual practice, but instead it's one that's used to divide people. I don't care what religion it is. And Buddhism is not a religion. It's a spiritual practice. You know, Hinduism is not a religion. It's a spiritual practice. You know, those religions like Christianity, Catholicism, Islam, no, they control, they brainwash, and in the worst way. Religion, and that's at its worst. That's why I don't subscribe to religion, because they use religion to control people, brainwash people. They take away people's critical thinking skills and have people believe in a book that was written by a man. You know? We know how good human beings can be, but we also see how horrible human beings can be. You know? So anything about religion, I don't subscribe to. We see how religion has been perverted. Let's see. Now, yes, failed plans. Their plans to explore their options failed. They realized it doesn't make them happy. Okay. So we got The Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is about reflection, evaluation. They may, I don't know if this is someone that you haven't been in contact with for 7 months, I would say. 7 months, maybe 7 weeks, 7 months, 7 days, maybe 7 days for somebody. But I feel like it's more something longer than that. So it could be even, that'll be weird as 7 years. But, people, that happens yesterday. Remember Tommy? Somebody's still waiting for Tommy, even though they lost all their teeth and only have 12 hairs. They're still waiting for Tommy to come back. But someone is definitely like evaluating, see that they haven't grown anything from past relationships or past attempts to connect with anybody. And they're saying like, yeah, and you are out there all alone, pursuing your dreams possibly, or this person has been alone and missing you with the Hermit energy, Virgo. Yeah, definitely reflecting, possibly regretting. We got the High Priestess coming out. The High Priestess. What's interesting? We got the full moon showing up. For some of you, it says rushing in. This person may be coming in December 29th. December 29th? Oh my God. That could be somebody's birthday. December 29th. July 29th. I said December. Why did I think that? I don't know. December 29th might be significant to somebody. Or December. Why did I say December? So yeah. December, wait. That would be 6 months ago. So this could be somebody that you haven't spoken to like in 6 or 7 months. That may have been trying to like find somebody trying to replace you, and they're realizing you're irreplaceable. All their attempts to start something with other people have failed. So this person may possibly be planning to revisit you. And I say, what's so funny? I say revisit, and we do have our Mercury retrograde. I believe we're currently in the shadow period. So for some people, they experience people from the past returning. So it could possibly be somebody from like 7 months ago, 7 months ago, or even up to, and I'm saying that stupid number. They could be like from 7 months ago, but maybe even 7 years ago. Someone may be coming forward during the full moon in Capricorn. The Star card, look at that. The Star card. They could be an Aquarius energy. That could be your sign too. We also have Cancer and Pisces with the High Priestess, and we have Virgo with the Hermit. What's interesting? Because currently we are under the Virgo, Pisces Virgo North Node until July 25th this year. And then it's going to shift into the Aquarius Leo North Node. North and South Node in July 26, 2026. So that could be another significant day. July 26th, July 25th, or July 26th, or June 29th. Okay. They've been stuck in their head. They've been trapped in their mind. Look at that. They're stuck, trapped in their mind, thinking. They could be thinking about how they're going to come forward to you, because I'm put this card here. They may be trying to find out if you're available too. Because I'm looking at her. She looks like she's doing some sort of ritual. So I don't know if this person is looking at tarot readings or getting tarot readings on you, trying to figure out if you're single, you're available, if you will be receptive to receiving them. And you know, I did show you the star card right here, right? The hermit, he carries the star and the lantern. That's his greatest wish. You know, so this period of failure that this person has experienced has made them realize how much a star you are, that you're their star. So, yeah, this person is trapped in the head because I don't know if a tarot reader has told them something and that's what put them in the head, but or they feel like they're trapped in limbo, not knowing, you know. I don't. Why is it trapped in limbo? I don't know if this person has already reached out to you and you haven't responded in some way, but they definitely want to have a restart with you. They want to have a new beginning with you. Hopefully they want to reignite some passion, definitely. You see how the lantern looks like it has a little orb? And then look at the orb here. They definitely want to have a passionate new beginning with you. Yeah. They may be coming towards you with some sort of token of a gift, some sort of offer, an offer that could possibly be grown into something, but it's small. It could be a small gesture, you know, that they make towards you. Rushing in with the Knight. The Knight of Swords is one who acts impulsively at times, but acts out because of the thoughts. You know how quickly we can have an idea or thought. So this person is going to follow their intuition. And it's like once they get that green light, and it's the green light, look, the green light to come forward, that's when they're going to rush in. So I feel like they're waiting for some sort of sign. If they haven't reached out to you, they're waiting for something that's going to give them that green light to move forward. And it could be them trying to trust, going within and trusting their intuition, like allowing themselves to be guided onto what action to take. Because probably they weren't doing that before. They were probably letting their wand make all the decisions if they were trying to attempt something else, if they were trying to explore their options, you know? Now, yeah. Yeah. Now let's go into bring newness. Angels are blocking the connection. There's someone better than who you have in mind, not right for you. So I'm reading that as separately. But remember, you could take the messages as they resonate. They may not resonate with all of you. Some of them may, some of them won't. So, but remember, it may resonate with someone else if it doesn't you. Hey, Mr. Bear, how are you? Okay, let's see. No, bring newness. Angels blocking this connection. What is this connection that is being blocked? What can you tell us about the connection? Who is involved? What was the situation? How will the collective know if that's their reading? Judgment. There was some sort of decision that was made against somebody else. Or, yeah, some of you may have blocked somebody. You may have decided to block somebody with the Seven of Wands coming out. Yeah, because I feel like for some of you, if there's somebody returning or there's somebody that you're thinking about, this spirit is saying, no, you need to like move on. Like you need to make the decision to move on, to block out this type of energy that you've been, because there's something better coming. And the Four of Wands came out. And what does this show? A couple embracing under Four Wands, which represents stability and structure. And then we also have that full moon there. Some of you may need to release somebody. You definitely have to release somebody because there's somebody better for you. Whoever you're thinking about, that you've been hoping and praying that it could work out with them, it's not meant to. Whoever this person that's on your mind, they're not right for you. There's someone better for you. So you need to finally make that decision, close out a cycle, possibly block them out or anybody out. It could be like block that energy out. Don't connect with it, disconnect, detach from it. Protect your peace, protect your energy. Because whoever you may have been dealing with may have been draining you in some way. But there's something better. This is like the marriage card. This is a wedding card. This is a celebration card. Right here, they look like they're on a picnic. They look like they're in a honeymoon. This looks like Christmas in a way. I don't know. It makes me think about Christmas because I see like here, it looks like a wreath, like garland. And then it looks like poinsettias. I know those are not, but this is like a Hawaiian, a Polynesian themed mermaid card. But yeah, look at this. Yes. Now, like, so remember I said December, and then that kind of reminds me of Christmas. Some of you move away from this person, you may end up finding somebody, and around Christmas time, you probably go to Hawaii with this person. And like during Christmas. Christmas in Hawaii sounds nice, doesn't it? That sounds amazing. So if there's somebody that's on your mind where there's been a lot of things going wrong with the connection, it's because that person's not for you. And it's time to make that judgment call, time to, lay things to rest, and no longer try to resuscitate something that is meant to stay dead. And, close out that cycle, move away, disengage, detach, block if necessary, and just open yourself up to meeting somebody new, someone that aligns with you. Ooh, someone may not like hearing that. Someone may not like, they're like, shut up. And if it's that pig person, oink. And whatever you've experienced has been disappointing, but like, it's time to, like, you see those cups, you're like, I don't know if you've been waiting for this person to come back or not, but it's like, no, it's time for you to let go, to release, some of you could have been the person that keeps trying to reconnect to somebody, but maybe somebody's too far gone. Maybe somebody's too much in themselves. They got too many issues. They're maybe self-centered, selfish, focus on they still drowning in their sorrows. And it's like, yeah, you don't need to be that. That could be you. That could be you. Maybe you're drowning in sorrows. Maybe you're sad that I'm telling you, the cards are saying it's time for you to let go. Because there's somebody way better waiting for you, waiting to make you happy, waiting to be your travel partner. Because I think it's just someone traveling, someone who wants to take you on the picnic in the moonlight by the beach. Emperor energy could be an Aries, someone who's a boss, maybe much wiser, maybe mature, maybe older than you, but wiser, mature, wealthy, stable, secure. Yeah. It's time to let go. So whatever the connection was, it was meant to fall apart. It wasn't meant to stand. It's time for you to stand on your own 2 feet so that you can meet someone else who's standing on their 2 feet, and then you can stay together standing on all your 4 feet, Look at the Queen of Wands came out too. Someone who's going to ignite passion, who's going to, I don't want to give somebody, but you could be meeting somebody who could restore your hope, your faith, because of whatever disappointment you've been facing. But if you're still dwelling on the past, you're not going to see this coming. You're not going to see this fire, this energy, this, I want to say resuscitator. So it's going to like resuscitate you back to life, make you passionate about life again. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Tree. It's okay, Teresa. It's okay. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. What is all these people? I think people don't understand how tarot works. If you don't know how tarot works, can you just shut the hell up and just watch and learn? So look, King of Swords. Gotta ice people out, you know? Maybe this is, you gotta ice this person out. I don't know if you were dealing with air sign energy or people who think that they know more than you because they were indoctrinated, you know? You know? Why do people act like they know everything? You don't know everything. I don't know everything. Jeez. Go hang out with the pig guy, you know? You probably have something in common, you know, in the hell zone. That's why I call it hell. Like, you go into hell. That's the hideout where I hide all I block all the users. Should I call them users or hide this loser? They should change that. Hide this loser. But yeah, it's like, here it's like, it's time to move on. It's time to move on. Something new, there's something better, something that's gonna put some pep in your step. Oh my gosh. Let me do this right now because, let's see. This is why I put subscriber mode on. You know? Because when you allow people on the internet, they think that they're important. They should watch the other reading I did where you're not important. You're not a priority. You're important to you, not to me. Okay. So let's see. I was like, people like to, you know, it's interesting how people like to go on and then spread negativity and stuff. You know, what do we learn from you? Oh, the people that spread negativity, you know what we learn? How not to be like them. So they're the best teachers on how not to be like them. So I appreciate you. You have served your purpose in this life. You have taught me a lesson that I don't want to be nothing like you. You're perfect. You did your job. I give you 5 stars, you know? I give you 5 stars for showing me who I don't want to be, which is you, you know? It's interesting. I saw this video. I didn't watch it. I just saw like the thumbnail. It says why people choose to be jerks in a lifetime. I'm like, yeah, because we need jerks in our life to show us who we don't want to be. You know, we need the good and the bad. We need the bad to show us what bad looks like. So we were like, yeah, I think I'm going to take a different path. I want to go a different direction. I don't want to be like that person. You know? Yeah, exactly. And it's funny how they feel empowered. They hide behind like a freaking avatar. They don't even go on camera and show their face. You know, they don't have balls. You know, for me to come out here and do this, that shows I'm braver than they are. You know, they're a bunch of punks. Exactly, cowards. Okay. So I don't know what else I want to do. I don't know if I brought any other decks. Let me see. No, I don't want to do that. So what time is it? 6:39. I'm going to go into a different deck. It's the love situations deck. I know I just did a love reading, but I didn't really bring many cards and I didn't bring any drama. Well, these are kind of like drama in a way. I mean, I could do another reading with this because this one has other stuff in there. Let me see. Yeah, it is a love deck, so. I'm in New York City. I'm a New Yorker. I'm a New Yorker. Born and raised in the poorest county in the US, which is called the Bronx. I don't know if the Bronx still has that title of being the poorest county in the United States, but I was born and raised in the Bronx. And I'm just going to tell you this much. There's great places in New York, but then there's not so many great places too. It's just like everywhere, you know? Like everybody talks about, oh, I love Paris and this, and then you see the videos where like the dark side of Paris. You know, New York City has an edge to it, you know? Okay, so let's see. I want to do another reading with this specific deck because maybe we could get some other messages. Clear the air. A lot was left unsaid. They can no longer hide the way they feel about you. Fall. So yes. I don't like those videos when people talk about New York and they've never been to New York. I'm like, shut up. Like, you've never been to New York. You're going by what other people say. Everybody has their own expectations about places that they visit. And when it doesn't meet the expectation, they want a dog on us. I'm like, you didn't do your research, ho. You know? Or bro. You know? I remember there was a video saying, New Yorkers are so rude. I'm like, do you know what we have to deal with? What the stuff we have to see? We ain't got time to be kind. We only got time to get to work and not see somebody jacking off in the train, you know? Making sure we don't step on a piece of poop that somebody left in the train station steps, you know? Trying not to be stabbed or shot, you know? While we're getting to where we got to go to, you know? New York is an adventure in some ways. I love it here, though. It's not for everybody. Okay, so yes, clear the air. A lot was left unsaid. They can no longer hide the way they feel about you. Fall. Then we have the missing you card came out again. I'm going to put it back. Let's get a different energy. You know what? I'm going to take it out because let's see. I wonder if that's clear the air. That may be why. Oh, whatever. If it comes out again, it'll come out again. Wow. Was she out for a jog? Because apparently people do that when they're jogging. And they're like, damn, I got to take a shit. I got the runner shits. Let me go find a bush to crap in, you know? And then they get caught. It's disgusting. But we're good. I love when I go places and I see tourists and I see like the tourists interacting with New Yorkers, you know. I really don't interact with people that much. I try to not. Because I'm like, I do enough at work. You know, I do. But the thing is, when they talk to the rough people from New York and you see them, it's interesting, you know, because the rough people aren't being rough, you know, they're being themselves, but being friendly, you know, and you see how the people who are visiting, and usually it's people from Europe, and you see like this, you can see this super white person talking to a black person, you know, and they could be like the roughest black person or roughest person. I don't want to say it's only, but this is what I've observed though. And you see them talking to each other and, you know, it's cool because it's like, yeah, we could have this rough exterior, but then you see the kinder side of us too. Okay, the power of choice. Trust that whatever choice you make love will find you again. Don't stay out of fear. And then no, resistance. They're resisting the connection. Their higher self is telling them it's not the right time, could take years. So yeah, clear the air. And look, bring the newness. This is like detaching. This is like, it feels like a continuation of that reading that I did with the, like, there's somebody better for you. I mean, someone could have feelings for you. They could love you. But they could also not be able to provide you what it is that you want. And it could take them years to get to that point. But the thing is, people cannot choose to stay in a situation waiting and hoping and praying that somebody will change and that their turn will come. Sometimes you got to choose yourself and keep moving forward. And if it's meant to be, the person will come, they will return to your life the way they're meant to. But if not, you can't stay stuck. You have to keep moving forward, even if that means leaving them behind, because there's things that somebody needs to take care of. That could be something a person is going to communicate to someone. There could be something that hasn't been communicated and it needs to be clear. The air needs to be clear. We're in June 25th. Fall is in September. That's 3 months from now. July, August, September. About 3 months from now. So for someone who could be, that could be when this conversation happens. September, the fall season, could be when somebody met, but it could be in the fall when a conversation, an honest conversation is had. Fall is September, October, November. So this could have been a conversation that was already had. But however that resonates to whoever this reading is meant for, you have a choice. Trust that whatever choice you make, love will find you again. Don't stay out of fear. Don't wait out of fear. And it says January. January was 6 months ago, almost 7 months ago. Some of you have been staying connected to something that isn't going to work out. So it's time to release. January is a new year, if you think about it. It's a new beginning. And if you take January out of it and just look at it from that standpoint, what January represents, it's time for you to like bring the newness, like close out the cycle, have a new beginning, because the person that you could be connected to, the person that you're hoping things will improve, things will change, they're resisting, either because they don't want to get into something or they are not ready to get into something. And it says it could take years. And there could be somebody better for you. Someone that you don't know, but someone that will be worth it. Because I had to bring the newness card. Angels blocking connection. There's someone better than you, who you have in mind, and the hidden plans. They're choosing not to reveal everything to you. Proceed with caution. Don't ignore the red flags. It's worth the time. And the other card that we have is fear of rejection. They fear your rejection. Is it too late? Are you over me? Will you forgive me? So this person that could be resisting, there could be something that they're hiding. And that could be where the air needs to be cleared. That is something that they haven't expressed to you that needs to be exposed, and a secret possibly. I don't know if it's something that you may reject them over. And it may require forgiveness from you. Because it says when you forgive them, fear rejection. They fear your rejection. Is it too late? Are you over me? Will you forgive me? So this person could have done something. They could have told you something. And if they reveal this to you, they clear the air with you, then will you be able to forgive them? We have fall, January, and May here. January is Capricorn and Aquarius season, and May is Taurus and Gemini season. So those could be signs that you may have been dealing with. Those could be your signs. Okay, I feel like the hidden plans card goes with Actually, I'll just keep that there. Because I want to clarify what do they need to clear? Six of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Because I look here. Because I'm like, okay, why do you need to hide success? Why do you need to hide something that you were successful in? You know, why would you need to hide something that, you know, was a new beginning? And then I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know if somebody may have been involved with somebody else. Look at what that person's doing with the wand, you know? This could be a seed that's planted. And then look here in this card, someone's pregnant. I feel like that's the hidden. And that's what they need to reveal. Though the card says, a lot was left inside, they can no longer hide the way they feel about you. I mean, maybe if we take out the hidden plans, this person has a lot of passion for you. They want to move towards you. They want to have a new beginning with you, possibly even have a family, have a future, build together. You see, she's pregnant. It could be that, right? But then it could also be the hidden thing that they're hiding. This may not resonate with everybody, so please take the message as resonate. They could have been intimate with somebody else, because it does say hidden plans. They're choosing not to reveal everything to you. Proceed with caution. Don't ignore the red flags. So this is something that may be revealed over time, either because the person has to tell you, or because the way they feel about you is the reason why they had to clear the air. And if you think about it, if somebody reveals to you that they were with somebody else and they got somebody else pregnant, would you want to deal with them? Like, would you forgive them? Would you reject them? You know? Hopefully this person didn't get married or isn't married. That'd be, I don't like touching that stuff. That's gross. Hey, Christy. So I'll put that there. Now, in the positive aspect, this could be somebody who wants to see success with you. This could be someone that's well, we don't really have any people cards. I mean, there are people on the cards, but we don't have court cards. But I see Taurus and Leo here. All right. What is a card that flipped? Three of Swords. Oh, look at that. Three of Swords. For some of you, it could be what I said. That could be the hidden thing that they're hiding. Or that they need to tell you. And it might cause you pain. If they lied to you, or they betrayed you, or they, lie by omission. Okay, what choice does the collective? Well, you have the power of choice. You get to decide if you accept them or not. But you have the choice of, you don't have to stay with them just because. Because you fear being alone, or you don't want to be alone. What is the power of choice? So many cards. This card came out. Eight of Wands. Justice. Knight of Swords. Tower. It's interesting. I think this is like a continuation of the reading I did before with Bring Newness. But it's got the Eight of Wands. This is moving forward, quickly moving forward towards justice, restoring balance. Knowing that you have the power to make some sort of decision about something. I don't know if some of you are married to this person or not. This could resonate with some of you, some of not, may not all of you. Okay. Knight of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So you could be redirecting your passion towards something else, like choosing to do something else, to grow somewhere else, to build, to create somewhere else. Because look how the person's wielding the sword. Like some of you this decision you may make very quickly because I feel like for some of you may not even waste any time making this decision. Because for some of you, you could be like, yeah, you betrayed me now. No, it's over. And you cut the person off and then everything collapses. But it was already built on a faulty foundation if it was a marriage or some sort of connection. Okay, let's see. What? Power choice. I could read those separately though, to clear the air. Somebody could be if I read that card separately, it could be somebody is heartbroken about not being able to see success with you, or that they won't be given the chance or opportunity to have that with you. If I read that just to clear the air card just on its own. But the power choice, it's like some of you may be having to make a decision very quickly. Now, if I look at the power choice card outside of love, it's like there's some sort of opportunity that's coming towards you. It may be tied to contracts and tied to a new beginning. But it's a matter of what decision are you going to make? Well, if you're going to make a decision for yourself, make sure that it's fair and it's just. You reread the fine print. If it is some sort of opportunity or contract that's coming towards you, like to take your time, don't rush, because you don't want to get stuck in something, getting trapped in something that may not work out. But I don't think it's anything to look out for, though. I don't think it's anything bad. In all honesty, I don't get anything, because 8 of Wands is something happening very quickly. It could be tied to something where there's contracts, agreements, negotiations, but it's allowing there for you to have a new beginning. Hi, Alpha, again. Thank you so much. Thank you, Alpha. I think you like it when I call you Alpha 111. You're going to change your name to that, right? Alpha 111. Thank you. But it's like whatever decision you make, you have the choice. You have to choose what is right for you. If you're in a situation like a job and it's not the right one for you, there may be an opportunity coming towards you it's going to be new. It's going to be happening very quickly, and it's going to require you to use your discernment. Like I said, if there may be traffics. Yeah, that could be your username. I'm going to say Azer, because there's a lot of A's there. So I'm reading that outside of love. Now, the resistance card. They're resisting the connection. Their higher self is telling them it's not the right time. 7, the Chariot. So it's Cancerian energy. The Fool. The Star. And the King of Swords. God, we have 3 major arcana. Now, if I go back to the power of choice being with this entire reading, it's like, yeah, it could take years. It's time for you to move forward. If you're in a connection that's not going anywhere, the person's resisting the connection, not really giving into it, probably because they don't want the connection or because they're not ready for the connection. However it is, because there's resistance. So it's people resisting for two reasons, because they're not ready or they don't want it, you know? So I feel like with this, it's like it could take years. So your best bet is to go forward, move forward, have a new beginning somewhere else, go chase your dreams, go chase your wishes, go heal, call in what's meant for you, because there's something better, because this is not the right one. Now, if there's somebody that needs to clear the air, they're resisting the urge to tell you something. And it could be what I mentioned earlier about a baby or a pregnancy. They could be resisting coming forward, expressing their feelings. And this could be tied to some past heartbreak they've experienced that they have yet to get over. Like this person they probably could have a lot of feelings for you, but they're still stuck in the past for some reason. And now that I think about it too, this person could be still stuck in the past with having to do with a past situation, a past connection where there may be a child involved, where they thought they planted a seed and they invested, but ultimately it ended in heartbreak. They had the high hopes that something would be successful, but it turned out to be a disappointment. Okay, I feel like this is a continuation of that Bring the Newness reading. Fear of rejection. Now, if this is someone that's fearing like your rejection, like say if they need forgiveness, they fear that if they come forward, tell you the story, maybe there's certain things that they haven't told you that they want to express, but there's some level of resistance on their part because the resistance may be coming from that fear of rejection. The fear that you won't forgive them if they betrayed you. The fear that it's too late, that they've missed their opportunity. Because maybe it could have been years. Some of you could have been dealing with somebody who needed to do some work and they resisted the connection, but now they're finally coming through and you may already moved on. We could look at the Death card came out. Yeah, somebody may be fearing that now I'm ready to open up to you, but I'm afraid that you're going to reject me, that I missed my chance. For some of you, they probably did. Like, you probably no longer have any more feelings for them. Whatever passion, whatever love or bond or connection you had with them, it's done. It died. Because some of you probably are. Yeah, because I was going to say some of you have already moved on to something new, or I feel like some of you could have moved on to something new if this is a past situation, but the Ace of Swords is like this person is afraid to find out the truth, that it's over, that they can't bring the situation back to life. Look at that. But it got the Ten of Wands. Wait, this is interesting. Because now I'm looking at this. I don't know if this is somebody that's from a long time ago, like years ago, I don't know if they had a lot of responsibilities. I think they somehow freed themselves from whatever past they were dealing with, or they may be freeing themselves. Maybe somebody was like so heartbroken about the past and whatever. And then you're like, yeah, I'm like, okay, some of you may have moved on, or you maybe have already detached from this person. But I feel like if it has been a years long separation or breakup, like you haven't seen this person, communicated with them or been with them in a long time, like years, they may be coming back around. And remember, Mercury is in retrograde. I think we're in the shadow period. I have to look up the date, but I think we're in the shadow period. This person could be returning, but they've already released the burdens. It's like they freed themselves. They see things clearly. You see that sword and the rope? And then the fact that the Ten of Wands is in reverse, that's indicating the person dropped the burdens. They let go of whatever was keeping them stuck. Look at the Ten of Swords. Yeah, it's done. Whatever it is, it's done. Now they're willing to put in the work. But have you already walked away? You got that moon showing up. That new moon, that full moon is on Monday. For some of you, this person may be coming back on Monday, around the full moon. And then the fact that we got Mercury retrograde, and they say Mercury retrogrades bring back people from the past. Yep, this person may be wanting to reignite that passion. And then look, Queen of Pentacles. Got the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. For some of you, you could be dealing with someone that's younger than you. But for some of you, you may have already moved on from the situation too. You may have, that could be you releasing the burdens, like you moving on, you releasing the burdens, you're freeing yourself, you ending that cycle, you letting go of that old version of yourself and letting a new version of yourself be created. And because you've already walked away, you went towards your Two of Cups and whatever that is for you. It doesn't have to be you moved on to another person, but some of you could have, or that could be what's on the other side of that. Yeah, yeah, you've been walked away. And then the Queen of Pentacles, like you could be meeting the new person. That could be someone who's stable, secure, but also very passionate and fiery, energetic. That could be the new person. Okay. I still a lot of moon. Let me see. Because I looked under here and I got the High Priestess again. Pisces and Cancer. About to say Panther. Oh my gosh. I'm creating new zodiac signs. The full moon. The full moon. Remember we talked about the Aquarius, Leo node axis, south node, north and south node axis shift. We have Knight of Wands is fire sign energy, and the star is Aquarius. We have Libra, Cancer, fire sign energy, air sign energy, earth sign energy. What else? And I'm going by the court cards that I see, and then we have the High Priestess here. Like some of you may be manifesting, because I don't know, I see that, like that manifestation. Like she looks like she's doing some sort of ritual, you know? Oh, for real, Jade? I'm glad I've been a source of comedy for you. Oh my gosh, you've been watching without commenting? I hope everything's good with you, Jade. Thank you. Thank you. I know I told my friend and he was like, do your toes match? I'm like, yes, my toes match. I have hot pink toes. I love this color for the summer. It's so nice. So I finished with that reading. Let's see. You know, now that I asked that question, I'm like, I wonder, does he ask that question to everybody that gets their nails done? Like, oh, do your toes match? Because then I'm like, oh, do you have a foot fetish now? You're like, that's not work. Oh. Oh, so you've been watching the replays? Oh, yeah. When it comes to the nails, okay? We're not talking about any other stuff. Oh, I'm glad you've enjoyed the replays. Thank you for watching the replays. I really appreciate anybody watching the readings, especially when they comment and let me know if they resonate with them. Oh, I hope I'm thinking about you and your son. I hope everything's okay with you and your son. Okay, good. You know, because some people don't have carpets. You know, they get that lasered away. I'm not saying I do that. I'm not going to waste my time doing that. I got other things to laser away, like my acne scars. Okay. I'm in 1:35, 1.5 hours. What time is it? 7:11. 7:11. I wish I brought more cards, but my backpack gets so heavy with all the carrying all these cards. Yes, some people. Yes, some people. It's okay. Men do it too, right? We don't know. Oh, I hope everything works out. Maybe he needs some time, because sometimes when you're in the midst of something, you can't really see things clearly. So you will always be his mother. That's one thing. I will say, bitches come and go, mothers are forever. I'm not sorry. I know sometimes for me, when I go through certain situations, I try to look for the lesson. I'm like, maybe this is a lesson for him, because maybe he needs boundaries and he needs to develop boundaries too himself. And the only way we learn how to do that is by going through things that have us reflecting on, damn, how could I have done things different? It's usually like I should have had stronger boundaries. Sometimes it's always about boundaries. Not always, but sometimes it is. Yeah. And you doing that you standing strong with your boundaries is something that he's going to learn from himself too. Sometimes we have to be an example to our children, and they don't realize that until later. Right now, he believes he knows everything, and anybody with a kid knows our kids know more than we do. They know more than we do. They act like they know more than we do. But sometimes life has to humble them. Oh my gosh, you know what song is playing right now, Jade? Let Her Go. It's from this oud guy that he plays this it's like an Arabic guitar string instrument. Oopsie. Oops. Yes, I'm Puerto Rican. It says let her go. Eventually he will. Unless she does some miraculous change, Yeah, I really wish I brought other decks. Because I have this deck, but it's the love situations deck. I think I already did enough love readings. Why did I bring this? Did I do another love reading? Let me know. And I'll use this deck. Sometimes this deck doesn't have, I think this deck has other cards. Let's see. I think it might be time for me to go home. I think it's time for me to go home because I'm like too much love readings. I wish I brought my other decks, the ones that are deep and dark. So, are any of you doing anything interesting or fun this weekend? For me, it's the weekend because I don't work on Fridays. So today's my last day at work, and then I have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I haven't thought about it. I have to say there's some movies that I would like to see. What? Oh my God. Her snow camp tonight? Oh, is it? Wait, we're in summer. Are you in winter, Jade? You're, you know, Alpha, I'm imagining you cleaning your balls right now. And I don't know what your balls look like. I know what balls look like, but I'm imagining soapy balls. I know it's so random, like say the shit that comes out of my mouth. But is it winter where you are right now, Jade? You're welcome, Rob. I hope everything works out for you. I remember your card, so and it was funny, I was telling my friend um about the reading because he likes to watch the replays. And he said that for you, it probably may not like whatever you get, it could be what you need to do just for now, but then it might lead to something better for you. You know, it's like a stepping stone. So I hope it works out for you, Rob. So snow camp. What do they do at snow camp? I went to summer camp, but that was like one time and it wasn't really summer camp. It wasn't that great. It was okay. It wasn't anything special. It wasn't like sleepaway camp. Oh, cool. Thank you. Oh, wow. Oh, this is the model nurse you're talking about? The one that wants to be a model? No, wants to be a midwife. Like I was already thinking about how I gonna do personal readings, like private readings. I already picked the price and everything. It was what I felt called. Because that was something I was like, what should the price be? What should the price be? But then it came to me and I was like, I think that's good. I think it's fair, you know? And well, my email is in my description box. I am Artemis Oracle at gmail.com. That's my email. So, and I created a PayPal account too. So, it's gonna be interesting because I've done a couple of personal readings, but I did them for free. Like, so I be with my cards at work. Sometimes people see me. And I do that because I know people have a certain opinion about tarot cards and tarot readings and stuff. And like me being with my cards is like, I don't know, it's like testing things. Testing how people react or what they say and how I respond to them and everything. Thank you. I was trying to find the right price because I'm new to this, but the thing is, I know I'm good, I know I'm a good reader, and I think it has more to do with my ethics and my integrity. I feel like it's more so that than anything, but also it is time. And it's something that would be really cool if I could like make a living off of this, you know, or this could be like my side hustle, my passion project, you know. It's like I finally found what I wanted to do because I've always wanted to have my own business, but I never could figure out what would work for me. And I feel like this is perfect for me because it does require my energy and it does require my time, but I really enjoy doing it. And I'm always learning through every reading and experience. That's why I like to go back and watch my readings because I'm like, damn, why didn't I say this? Or I see a different message and I'm like, damn, I wish I said that. And, like parts of me wants to go back and and add it in stuff. I'm like, I can't do that. The message that came out is what's meant to come out, you know? But then it's later on, I'm like, damn, I could have read it this way or I read it that way, But I can't overthink it. It's just I learn from it. I'm like, okay, next time I'll incorporate that meaning to the card because now I see something. And it's weird how, not weird, it's interesting how you could get the same cards for people, but it could have certain meanings and energies based on the person's question. And it's interesting to see that. How a card's meaning can change based on the question and what really sticks out. Because I'm visual. That's why I like using cards because certain things stick out to me, certain details. Did I, Jade? Did I do that for you? I know somebody asked me to do something for them with their mother. For their mother. And you know what's interesting? That day, I did something for somebody's mother. I don't know. Somebody's mother's name started with a letter. I think it was a D or something like that. I don't know. For some reason, I'm thinking about the name, a D name. But it's like after I did that reading. Okay. I remember somebody asked me about their mother. Is their mother at peace? Something like that. Is she at peace? And then in the reading, I said, I don't think it didn't look like she was because she had regrets or something like that. Yeah, yeah, okay, see? She had regrets. And you said your mother held back. She held back her emotions to the very end. But it was after I did that reading, my friend came over because I have where I work, there's still people working here. So sometimes my friend, he comes out and hangs out with me here. And he was like, he felt something. And he was like, oh my God, I feel something. He's like, he said he felt like something going like this. Like he felt something. And I was like, I just did a reading for somebody about their mother. I was like, their mother, imagine she's here right now. He felt like there was something there. And he freaked out. He was like, I don't want to be here anymore. He's been having his own little ghost encounters where we work, and it's interesting, Like he felt like something was like doing, Like he felt something. And I was like, wow, I just did a reading. I don't know if I could channel spirits. That's medium stuff. And I don't know if that's going to happen for me. I don't know if I want that to happen for me. I mean, it could happen. If it's meant to happen, it'll happen, you know? I mean, I haven't seen a ghost in a long time, a very long time. Wow, that's interesting. See, that's the cool place about church. I know I was talking about religion and stuff like that earlier before you came. I don't know if you saw. I don't think you did, Jade. There was somebody who asked if I believed in a specific God, and then they called me the P word, a pig. They called me a pig, and I was like, I had to hide them. But then I was like, I had to say this too because I'm Puerto Rican. In Puerto Rico, we love our pernil. We love eating pork, roast pork. We love that. So I had to like throw that in their face a little. But then I went on. I was like, this is why I don't like religion, because people feel empowered to judge, be rude and disrespectful, condescending, and act like they're better than everybody just because of their religion. You know, I'm like, you're no better than me. Just because you pretend to be whatever your religion tells you to do, but you're on the internet acting like an a-hole. I'm like, I'm pretty sure Allah will strike you dead, you know? Of course, because you're the devil, Alpha. You're the devil with the heart of gold. I know you, Alpha. I'll be afraid to be around you. You seem all innocent and stuff, but like in the movie Moonstruck, I see that look in your face. You have like you look like a wolf. Yeah, I don't like when because this what I said is like those books were written by men. They're written by men. And if you think about the three main religions, they all Abrahamic religions. Or I don't know if I'm saying that. No, like Abrahamic is the Christianity. Yeah, I think is Catholicism one of them? Is Catholics? I don't know if Catholic is Catholicism. I'm going to say that is Abrahamic religion, but I know Islam is. Like I don't have a problem with religion when people are not acting better than other people. We see how it is these holier than thou MNFers that are like they're the biggest sinners. And then they try to act like they're like we're the little ones because we don't follow the Bible. I'm like, but you're the biggest sinner of all, you know? Yeah. It's like if you think about all the religions, they were created by man. I don't have a problem with Jesus Christ, right? But the thing is, in Christianity, they say thou shalt not worship no idols, but then they worship Jesus as if he's an idol. I'm like, okay, but we can't worship saints, you know, in Catholicism, you know, how they have like the saint this and saint that, you know, you have, we could worship Jesus. Your religion is based on one person. Catholicism is based on many people. It's many belief systems. If I was to be forced into a religion, I would choose Catholic. Oh my gosh. We call Biddy Bomb Bomb, right? It's like, wait a minute, like you make no sense. But it's like all of them, they always like they always incite fear. The people that always are the holier than thou people are the ones that try to incite fear. And the thing is, they're the biggest cowards of all, you know? And they're afraid of people who don't fall in line with their religion because they have to face the fact that they're sheep. When a person follows a religion blindly, they lose all critical thinking. They believe anything that's said to them. And if anything, when it's like that, doesn't it sound like a cult? And then you see people taking advantage of these people, you know, and then these people become parrots, repeating what they hear, not understanding the repercussions, you know. Like, but see, that there's like the positive side of religion. When you have people who have a shared belief system, they come together and they pray, they do all these things together, which is wonderful. But in the positive sense, when you're thinking about them working towards some sort of change to help people and all this, but then you have the people that want to judge and act like they're better than other people. And then they try to bully other people. But I'm like, don't be mad at us because, like me, I'm doing my tarot reading. I'm doing because I want to do it. I'm not falling in line and wearing like a giant long ass skirt, you know, and I don't have my face covered. And, you know, that's a choice. Religion is a choice. It's not a requirement, you know. I believe people should choose whatever religion or spiritual practice they want to choose if it's right for them, not because they're forced into it. And me and Alpha, and I don't, I can only speak as a person of color, but in Puerto Rico and the Caribbean, religion was forced on our people. You know, we were spiritual beings, you know. We believed in the earth, we believed in the sun, we believed in the moon, we believed in the stars, you know. But they painted us out to be barbarians. But they were the ones coming and killing and destroying and then forcing religion on us and then demonizing us, when all we were doing was basically taking care of the earth, providing for the earth, living off the earth, appreciating the earth, appreciating each other. I'm pretty sure we probably killed each other, you know, that's possible. But what human civilization has no one killed another person, you know? I don't understand, you know? And then I don't like when people try, this is what bothered me the most, and this is when I realized why I don't like religion. If you think about like saging is, I believe it's tied to Native American practices like shamanism, stuff like that. Like you smudge or you use smoke to clear things out, right? And before, like, I have to look up what smudging. I think I looked it up, and it's a spiritual practice. It's a spiritual cleansing that we do. Like, I like to do it. A lot of people like to do it. But then I saw this person talking about, oh, like if you're going to bring demons to you, if you use smudge sticks, like you're going to bring demons to you. I'm like, okay, but you're an African-American woman who is Christian. What were your people doing in the motherland before they were kidnapped and forced to be slaves here? They were probably burning certain things, burning herbs and cleansing and doing some sort of spiritual practice. So in a way, you're demonizing your own people because you've been brainwashed into a religion to think that anybody who doesn't follow a religion, doesn't follow a book, doesn't follow scripture is a demon, that they're evil. So you're basically shaming that part of your own ancestral history, because that's how deeply brainwashed you are. I think people should choose whatever religion they want, you know, but I feel like the most important thing is it's a choice. Someone should not be shamed for not being Christian or Catholic or Muslim or whatever, you know. People should do what's right for them, you know. It's all like, it's free will. We all get a choice, but don't try to force feed people to believe that spiritual practices that have existed long before religion has even existed and been used as a tool of divisiveness, like Those spiritual practices existed and they weren't doing any harm, until you realize that, oh, these people they're not like us. They need to be like us. They're barbarians, That's not cool. I'm not doing any readings, Doreen. I already did the collective readings. I'm not answering any questions. I'm sorry. Yeah. And what's really bad too, Jade, is that I know there's somebody that I know personally, and he doesn't claim to be religious, but he is someone who is a Christian, and he is an embodiment of what Christianity is. He's always there for people. He's very supportive. And then I see how people dog him. They're jealous of him because he's living his life as a true Christian, and the people that are pretending to be Christian are like the opposite of what he is. And it's sad that those people are the ones that get the spotlight. And that shows you how powerful negativity is, how loud. Usually the loudest person is the dumbest person. The most quietest person is the one that reflects, that observes, gathers information, but the person that is the loudest usually is the dumbest, and they're too dumb to realize they're dumb, Ay, ay, ay. See, so my only problem with religion is when people try to shame, control, and put down or minimize or dehumanize another person because their belief systems are different than their own. We're supposed to be more open-minded, understanding, accepting, because that's what we want. It's a two-way street. You can't be like, I want you to accept me, but I don't have to accept you. That's not right. That's not fair, Yes, we had to create our own peace. We have to create our own peace. We had to find that within ourselves because peace for each and every one of us is so different, We have our own ideas of what is peace for us. It's the same thing with success, Success is subjective, so is peace. So is health. So is beauty. And even the idea of perfection, is all subjective. It's not. There is no one box that everybody has to fit into, because if that was the way it was, then we will all be the same. God would have created us actually looking like the same thing. We'll have the same hair color, skin color. We'll have the same eye color. Everything will be the same. But that's not how God created us. He created us to be different. Because we're here for different reasons, and we're here from different places, and we're supposed to unite, accept, and love each other. But then people, they love to divide us because that's how they control us everywhere. Division is like division, shame, and violence, and abuse. Well, abuse will fall under violence. It's like tools of destruction and divisiveness, But I really appreciate you being here, Jade. I really appreciate you being here, Alpha, and whoever else is here, Noreen. Even though I didn't get to answer your question, I was here earlier asking Rob. Thank you for being here. Who else? Was Dana here? I know Mr. Bear and Teresa. And who else? Hassan, Blue Star, Nomadic Angel, Vixen, Alvina, Sophie, Bree, Deeksha, even though I didn't answer your question because I was answering. Pizza Man, Skibbity. All right, I hope everybody has a good weekend, good rest of your day, rest of your evening. I'm going to end this live stream. Thank you so much for everything. I really appreciate your support and you being here and just, yeah. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening. You're welcome, Rob. Take care, everyone. Bye.